They are Brian Clyde, Kaylee Blacka, Tyler Christensen, Abby Weiss, Hannah Costadero, Sarah Hogard, Brady DeBruin, Sarah Gailey, Sydney Holland, Kyle Cast, Roman Logic, and Lindley Cersei. You can cheer now. But I can't leave out the many others who have added to our high school experience. Here's some of the experience in their words. And these are their words, not mine, so. Anyways, Colton Coco Comer. Rockwell has been an amazing place to grow. I've grown so much here and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to have met the most amazing people in the universe. I've loved every minute. Sarah Hogard. Let's just say I wouldn't trade my high school experience at Rockwell for any other high school experience. I'm truly grateful for all of the experiences I have had. Olivia Koss. I'm so grateful for Rockwell and all the memories it has given me. I love this school and all the people in it. Even though I'm very excited to move on to the new chapter of my life, I will never forget of how much a family Rockwell is to me. Roman Logic. That moment, I first saw her walking down the hall in rebellious glory. The graceful swish of hair, the slight sway of a supple frame, all wrapped up in the style of revolution and hope. The swift movement of a confident mind inside a beautiful body. That motion of a burning soul, just waiting for the world to accept her assertive view of superiority. A casual walk through the world she found almost curious, not for its value, but for its rejection of it. A shining light in a dark place, that is what I remember. That's Roman for you. No other comment. Gideon Card. Why did the monkey fall out of the tree? It was dead. Why did the parrot fall out of the tree? It was stapled to the monkey. I didn't have any other jokes, so I got Gideon to do it for me. Tatiana Carago, graduating junior. Rockwell is a black hole. I tried to leave it twice and came back, obviously. This place is awesome, even though I'm tired of it. Yay. Mickey Nelson. My Rockwell experience. I hated it at first, but it grew on me. I've been here 3 years and love it here. Love everyone, but say no to drugs and relationships. Stay classy, Marshalls. The days were long, but the years seem short now. We have reached the end of our high school career. Our quote for graduation is, now this is not the end. This is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning. We're heading to new horizons and towards success, but we can't ever forget who we are right now. We are full of hope, full of youth, full of potential. Right now we are willing to take a risk, to take a stand, to be courageous. Will we be like this in 20 years? Will we remember who we wanted to become? Will we remember our dreams, our fears, our hopes, the things that fueled our ambition, the drive to become whatever we wanted to be? Earlier this month, I was in Mr. Young's animation class, listening to Kyle Cast. He was talking about how Bo was hyped up on sleeping aids, saying some ridiculous stuff. But one of the things Bo said while he was in this state is, we are going to make it. But he said it finally because he was on sleeping aids, but I can't do that right now because I'm, anyways. Where am I? Sorry. We all have walls up that cover what we truly believe. And when they come down, it might surprise us. It might show others and ourselves what we need to believe. Do you truly believe in yourself, that you are going to be successful, or is it that you don't, but you want to? Then do. You have the drive to become. You just have to have the potential. You have the potential to become. You just have to have the confidence and never doubt yourself. We have to preserve this drive, this hope, this quintessence of youth. When you get home, write a letter to the future you. Record your goals and dreams. But most importantly, write down the kind of person you want to become. Because when we get into the monotony of adulthood, we won't remember what made us young. We can't forget what made the future so important and exciting to us. We can't forget. If we do, then we can't make that future a reality. We can't let our dreams grow old. We can't let the future, we can't forget the future and who we are right now and who we want to become. The character Elton Pope in the television series Doctor Who once said, when you're a kid, they tell you it's all grow up, get a job, get married, get a house, have a kid, and that's it. But the truth is, the world is so much stranger than that. And it's so much darker, and so much madder, and so much better. You might be thinking, but I don't know what I want to do with my life. You might be thinking, how can I make a difference? I'm not important. Well, if you are wrong. You may not discover the cure for cancer or build a new Eiffel Tower. You may never leave the country, but you You are a part of human society. You make daily choices that affect people, for better or for worse. You have to decide to be an important person, not only for other people, but for yourself. You have to push yourself and do things that aren't so good in the moment, but turn out momentous in the end. I can tell you from experience, it sucks. It's not easy. You have to be willing to be miserable, but have a happy outlook. You have to trust that it will work out in the end. And it does. Maybe not the way you thought it would, but you're okay. It's about adapting and knowing the only thing you can control is you. To quote Benjamin Sisko, in the end, it comes down to throwing one pitch after another and seeing what happens. With each new consequence, the game begins to take shape. That may be the most important thing to understand about humans. It is the unknown that defines our existence. We are constantly searching, not just for answers to our questions, but for new questions. We are explorers. We explore our lives day by day and explore the galaxy, trying to expand the boundaries of our knowledge. But having the responsibility of adulthood on our shoulders shouldn't stop us from having fun. Just because we grow older doesn't mean we have to grow up. We can't forget to laugh, to be creative, to love, to forgive. I want to be one of those old people who does ridiculous things, who always has a smile on their face, the ones who live in each moment, just trying to make the best of it. I want to live my life without regrets. I hope we learn from our high school experience. We've changed so much. I just want to say thanks for putting up with me. You're welcome for putting up with you. I'd also like to say thank you to my parents and relatives. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for never asking me for anything, but letting me push myself. Thank you, siblings, for supporting me and being there for me, even though my sister's sick and she's throwing up. Thank you, wherever you are. You'll see this on some internet video later. Thank you, Aunt Bert, for believing me. Thanks, Grandma and Grandpa, for coming out to listen to my boring speech. But most of all, thank you, teachers. Thank you, Mr. Young, for changing that A- to an A and teaching me all the cool stuff. Thank you, Misty, for the many hours you put in for us undeserving students. Thank you, Ms. Smith, for getting me through PE. I would not have gone through it without you. Thank you, Ms. Peterson, for signing off my driver's ed test. Second time's a charm. Thank you, Ms. Cadmark, for showing the benefits of reading to your students. And Ms. Jackman for putting up with us noisy nerds in the library. All of us in the library, because it was not a library. And everyone else who's contributed to our school. But I can't forget to thank my fellow classmates for pushing me to improve, to want to be a better person, to argue over fictional characters and philosophical questions. Thank you. The doctor once said, we are all stories in the end. Just make it a good one, eh?